Welcome to Nuhs Noos. I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Caitlin.
On Friday, January 9th, a pair of dramatic raids at a market near Port de Venise, France, left 4 people dead. 3 of them were terrorists. 1 terrorist was suspected in the fatal shooting of a policewoman. The other 2 are suspects of the massacre at the offices of Charlie Hebdo magazine. Francisco Holland, the president of France, called it an anti-Semitic attack. He also added that those who have committed these acts have nothing to do with the Muslim religion. He also thinks that these attacks are far from over.
And now we're going to Chandra for some international news.
12 are killed in a terrorist attack at newspaper in Paris. 2 masked gunmen stormed the office of Charlie Hebdo, a satirical weekly magazine in Paris, and killed 12 people, including the paper's top editor, Stephanie Charbonnier. Several cartoonists and 2 police officers, 5 others are critically injured. The provocative magazine is known for publishing charged cartoons that satirize the Prophet Muhammad, most religions, the Pope, and several world leaders. French President Francois Hollande responds to the attack by saying that France is in shock. It is the worst terrorist attack in the country since World War II. U.S. President Barack Obama and other world leaders condemned the attack. On January 8th, a manhunt is on for the 2 gunmen, said Kouachi, 34, and his younger brother, Cherif, 32. Meanwhile, the driver on the getaway car, Hamid Morad, 18, turns himself in at a police station about 145 miles northeast of Paris. News reports say the brothers have connections to Al-Qaeda in Yemen. France holds a moment of silence in memory of those killed in the attack. The Kouachi brothers take a hostage at a printing facility outside Paris. French police launch an assault on the building, freeing the hostage and killing the suspects. Meanwhile, in another incident in Paris, Amity Coulibaly allegedly takes several hostages at a kosher supermarket. Police kill Coulibaly, but forced hostages are killed. Coulibaly is also blamed for the shooting death of a female police officer on January 8th. Coulibaly reportedly has ties to Kouachi brothers. About 1.5 million people and more than 40 heads of state, including French President Hollande, German Chancellor Angela Merkel, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, and Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas marched in Paris to show an unified voice in calling for an end to violent extremism, to support for freedom of expressionism, and to mourn the victims of the terrorist attacks. The crowd is made up of people of many races and creeds. France deploys 10,000 troops of Jewish schools, synagogues, and other locations.
Thanks, Chandra. Be sure to keep us updated on that story. The Love Boat ain't got nothing on this cruise. Stay tuned and Stevie will tell us all about it.
A Georgia couple were 5 days into their Caribbean cruise in December when Gay Ann started experiencing complications. The ship's doctor and Melvin, the husband, agreed to have Gay Ann airlifted to the nearest hospital, which happened to be in Turks and Caicos. Once there, she gave birth to a baby boy, Micah, born nearly 4 months early and weighs only 1 pound 4 ounces. Days later, the father finally saw his son when the ship docked in Miami. After weeks, the new mother was finally able to join her son and husband. Micah, now months later, weighs almost 2 pounds. The family is still in distress and uncertainty about the day they'll be able to take their son home. Melvin, the father, said, "This is beyond a miracle. This is God himself at work." Now back to you.
1 passenger died after smoke filled the metro station in downtown Washington Monday afternoon. A total of 84 people were treated by local hospitals. The station was temporarily closed after filling with smoke while a disabled train was self-evacuated. DC, Fire, and EMS tweeted that 1 person was critically injured and 6 others were hurt in the incident after the train filled with smoke and its passengers evacuated. The National Transportation and Safety Board releases a statement saying, an electrical arcing event sparked the incident. Passengers on this train self-evacuated. The train did not derail. D.C. Mayor issued a statement following the incident, thanking city first responders and giving her sympathy to the family of dead passengers.
Former NFL player Rod Conrad fell out of his fishing boat and was forced to swim 9 miles to shore. Conrad was treated for hypothermia in a hospital in Florida. Conrad had gone to the Atlantic Ocean for a deep-sea fishing trip. Conrad was attempting to land a catch and fell out of his 36-foot vessel. Palm Beach Post said Conrad's boat was set on autopilot and drifted away from Conrad as he attempted to get back on board. One of Conrad's friends reached out to the Coast Guard when the crew was dispatched in a fruitless effort to get Conrad when they got a call from Palm Beach County Sheriff's deputies. Managed to swim to shore in Palm Beach. They had flagged a police officer. Reporters say Conrad was only wearing underwear and was barefoot. Former Dolphins fullback told police he had seen lights from the helicopter above, but crew had not spotted him.